Hey everybody, welcome back. We've got more great gaming lined up. We've got Conster786 and MrCab55. They're about to take on Contra, Operation Galuga. Tell us a bit about this run.
Hi, everybody. I'm Mr. Cab, and this is Contra Operation Galuga. This is a kind of new, I think, 2024 release, and we're going to have just a fun little retelling of Contra, as it were, from the old days. Conster, what do you think about this game?
I think it's great. It's kind of underrated because it came out last year and just kind of got forgotten about.
Yeah, so, it's fun. It's fun. So I guess we shouldn't really delay any longer. Let's get started here, right? We are on Steam. This is actually through remote play. There wasn't a native multiplayer for it. We're going to start a new game. We're going to use the retro mix for music because normal music in this game, I don't know. It's there. It's not bad. It just doesn't feel like it moves. So we're going to go with Brony and honestly almost anybody else. So Lance, we're going to get one of the original Contra guys in here. We get to select some perks. There's a whole bunch of perks you get in this game, but the two we're interested in are weapon durability and extra hit points. Yes, we have hit points in a Contra game. The future is amazing.
Go ahead. We would like a countdown when you all are ready.
So whenever, I guess we'll count down for the hosts there to start the timer. If they're ready for it, I'm going to assume they are until they stop me. So let's get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So there are some cutscenes. This is the arcade mode as opposed to the story mode.
And we're going to run and gun.
Yeah. So pretty much every character in this game has some sort of dash or slide. The slides are interesting, but they don't work in the air most of the time. So we want to use the dashes. So we're just going to...
And here I'm with Spread, because Spread just is overpowered. Yep.
It is a Contra game, so we do kind of have to get the spread gun. It is really good. So as we're stuck here watching our helicopter fly... Oh, no. So anyway...
Raccoon Dog 24 FPS has spread some money on this donation drive, $10 US. Let us know in the chat on Twitch where you want that incentive to go. We've got a lot of incentives ahead of us. If you pop in, just let us know where you want that to go. They'll be able to make sure that goes to help influence a future run. Thank you for your donation.
Yo, Raccoon Dog, thank you so much for that donation. Let's keep things going, everybody.
So gotta keep going. Gotta go fast.
If you've played the original Contra, you've probably picked up on a couple of familiarities here already. We're in a jungle stage to start. Even the retro music picked stage 1. We've got the spreader, like we said, and we also have the crush missiles and now the heat seeker. Much like Contra 3, we can switch between 2 different weapons per character as we go along. And actually, if you played Contra 4 on the DS, they implemented this system in that game where you had to basically pick up a weapon twice to unlock its full potential, its full power.
We just missed a heat seeker.
That's fine. We'll be fine.
This is fine.
Honestly, heat seeker 1's still pretty strong. Anyway.
And welcome to Contra 1, boss.
We did promise you a love letter to Contra 1, so we have to fight a wall. In fact, it's so nice we're going to fight it twice.
It's so nice we're going to fight a third wall.
I think this is the homage to the base wall. It goes down just as fast, maybe even faster. Hey.
Okay, so Raccoon Dog 24 FPS says runner's choice on that incentive. I would say probably don't want to tab out right now. So after your run is done, if you want to have a look at those incentives and let somebody know where you want those to go, that'll be good use of that.
What is the next incentive that's coming up? You probably want to unlock the next thing.
Yeah, next incentive coming up. It's looking like it's in pretty good shape right now if you want remastered. It's Love 1+2+3 category bid war. So Classic is at $0, and Remastered is at 100%, $31.96.
I'm kind of torn because we're
beyond
playing
that-
like a remaster of Contra, but we're playing with the original Contra music here. So
Because why not?
if you haven't picked up on it by now, they turned the base stage into an auto-scroller. So we've got some time here to do kind of whatever we want.
You got any donations?
I think we just...
Yeah, that was the one, but if anybody else wants to get their donations in, get their donations read, it's a perfect opportunity.
Can we get a $1 hype train?
Maybe. So let's we've got some time to at least talk about the weapons here. Obviously the spread gun, if you've played any Contra game, you pretty much know what that is already. We also have the crush missile over there, which now it's at level 2 for Khanster, so it's creating these little gravity wells. You might see some shots go
And
just
you
get
can see how
absorbed into them.
like these little rolling guys, it'll just suck them in and keep them there.
Yeah, we gotta be a little careful with that on these auto-scroller stages, because the next wave of enemies just doesn't show up until we've cleared out the existing ones, so you do have to let them actually finish spawning, as it were. So the Heat Seeker missile for most characters is still like a missile that flies around, does whatever, but for whatever reason, Brony and I think the Wolf character in this game get this little electric shock spark chaser kind of weapon, and it's just absurdly powerful. That's really the strat for the entire run, is get this weapon and just never let go of it. In fact, we're gonna get multiple of them. I did mention briefly earlier, well, let's deal with this idiot first. So much like Contra 3, we kind of want to switch weapons just to increase our rate of fire here. That's going to get more crush missiles, more of these heat seeker shots just sitting right inside its hitbox. And it's firing lasers, but you can see those bullets all getting sucked up by the black hole. Oh, there goes my good one, but that's fine. Crush missile's still pretty good. The game wants to be nice and release the weapon you picked up behind you so you can pick it up again, but in an auto-scroller setting, it doesn't really do anything.
Laser.
So you might be
It
hearing
usually ends up being worse because if you have a co-op partner, it usually gives them your weapon.
Yeah, because it'll pop out and then they'll get it and then it speeds off into the distance. I think it's funny that we're actually riding these like jet bikes and we both play Mega Man X games on the side, so it's like we reached the bike stage that nobody likes. So yes, a lot of it really is just doing that. We do have 3 other weapons available to us in this game. The machine gun, which honestly is it exists. Its better feature is the overload attack that they gave this game. The laser, also not really that great, although we have different versions of it. And the flamethrower, good old flamethrower. I think we have the Contra 3 flamethrower in this game, where it's like actually just a giant wall of fire out in front of your character. Like
and then on top of your weapons, you have an overload function.
No fourth wall striser, I'm sorry. See, Khanster, tell us about the overload functions.
So the overload function, so you can go from a level 2 to 3, and each individual weapon will have its own individual version, and each character has their own version of it.
So do have that going on too. What was I talking about? Level 2 weapons earlier. So like Contra 4 had that system where you had to basically get hit twice to actually lose your weapon. Like you can kind of keep it, you can get powered up. In this game, if you get hit, generally you lose a power level of the weapon, but that's actually the weapon durability trait we turned on earlier. By the way, this is the driver of that truck we blew up earlier. He's supposed to be throwing things at us, but we're doing damage so fast, he just doesn't have a chance. So, yeah, those were the 2 perks we got earlier. One to get more hit points. That's the little green life meters we have underneath the character names. And one so that we don't lose weapons on a hit. Which, honestly, just makes this game a lot easier and a lot more friendly.
There will be a heat seeker coming up soon.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to get that. So yeah, the two auto-scrollers really are the longest stages in the game. They just kind of keep going for a while because all you can do is kill enemies. So yeah, I'm looking to get the Heat Seeker back. Of course it just piled it in. Whatever, we'll get there. Like I said before, Crush Missile is not a bad weapon for damage output. It's just that Brony's Heat Seeker is just too strong.
It's overpowered.
So these really are like the Super C Stage 3 kind of cannons that launch a bunch of shots in the air. We really don't want to see that. It's not particularly hard to avoid, it's just really annoying. And you kind of have to stop and let it happen. So really a lot of this game from there, we do have this dash movement that's going on. We do have to make sure that we like dodge the weapons. We want to spend as much time not moving vertically as possible. Vertical movement is slow.
We want to be on the ground as much as possible.
Yes. I think this is Contra's Stage 5 boss. Like the weird UFO-like thing. And there it goes. Alright, I gotta make sure I actually get this Heat Seeker coming up. Alright. So, we talked about characters and movement. Most characters have this double jump that you've probably noticed by now is happening. Most characters have the air dash, but not all of them. Some characters also have this like weird hook thing that Brony just used. Which is like kind of okay. I'm just gonna bring Contra up by bringing him off the bottom of the screen. Of course, the game puts him all the way over there, so we gotta kind of wait for him a little bit. Welcome to the waterfall. So the vertical sections are kind of interesting just because Brony has really good vertical movement and really good horizontal movement. Most of the other characters don't, so if you're playing co-op, you're kind of at the mercy of what else you can do. You can kind of trick the game into scrolling someone off the bottom of the screen, and if they don't have a place to spawn, it might, oh, there it goes. That's fine. They might respawn further ahead in a better location. And the double jumping also just works, which makes it really bad when you have a character that can't double jump. Gotta shoot up there because one of those enemies... Wait, let's... Okay, we got it. Of course, all I really did was get one of them. It doesn't matter which weapon you have equipped. If you don't have a level 2 and you pick one up, it'll always give you the level 2 instead of giving you 2 different copies of the weapon. You got my second Heat Seeker. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Like you said earlier, like sometimes one player gets a weapon and the other character just gets it. That's fine. I do absolutely love that we turned the top of the waterfall boss into like an actual like flesh and blood alien instead of like the weird robot thing. Still just as kind of, you know, spooky, I guess. That went on way too long, and it's probably because I don't have 2 Heat Seekers.
I'm gonna probably drop it on this laser coming up.
Yeah, get the laser. Oh, and then you can pick up the crush.
Exactly.
Hey. Racy to laser. Doesn't matter which one of us gets it. Okay. Okay, there we go. Welcome to this game, everybody. So we got the crusher walls here. Got a little bit of careful movement here to not fall down the pits. Pits only deal like a hit point of damage, so they're not that scary. There is a one-hit kill mode for this game, but we're obviously not playing that one. And, there's also 3 difficulties. We're playing on normal. Just kind of felt right. There are some differences in terms of like where do the enemies spawn. Is something a cannon or is something a weapon drop? And there's a few extra enemies that are in really annoying locations. I don't think I've actually played this game on hard yet.
Yo, we got it.
There we go. We do want to take out these weird science experiment things. I don't know what the Red Falcon's been up to. But if we let them hang around, they have a tendency to explode into a lot, like an 8-way shot of just green acid blood. I don't know. Shouts to Super C's mid boss from stage 3. So much like that enemy, we kind of want to just stand on its head and do, you know, all the damage we possibly can. Again, Brony's homing shot just goes right through it. So normally, like, its legs are blocking shots. It's kind of annoying. I'm not going to sit here and try and hide. This run is kind of the Brony show. And a lot of the rest of it is just platforming and making sure your friend, either way, just can survive. Because, like, you saw that. And, like, this little propeller platform thing over here, like, it doesn't start moving until somebody actually grabs it. So there's a little bit of, like, trying to make sure that we're covering for each other as much as we can. Down and jump to go through platforms and make sure you don't jump. Whoa. I think... Okay. Okay. So again, right, your friend ends up with the weapon, so now we're going to do this. You got to be a little careful here because there's one enemy that likes to spawn right behind you at the very end of that. So, like, as the game goes on, the enemies do start getting a little more clever about their spawns. And just like any old Contra game, right, it feels like there's enemies kind of running off the edges of the screen a lot. I think we're going to use one of the weapon drops near the end of the stage to reset our weapons. Not that one. Let's just go, just go, just go, just go. So, welcome to the flamethrower, everybody. It's just as bad as we remember it.
Okay. This is gonna be interesting, trying to swap Heat Seeker.
We'll make it work. Ice Train. So the Snowfield analog here. Is also, like, just... We've got the same problem of these turret enemies tend to not actually get destroyed before they fire off a shot. Also, who made this animation that's unskippable? It's glorious and kind of what at the same time.
Probably the same guy that made the you have to skip cutscenes.
So let's use an overcharge here. Just put that firewall in the way. Alright, so we've got our homing missile back. And for whatever reason in this stage, that
I'm gonna
fire
drop
shot just
homing
kinda
missiles, so be ready.
Just kind of stays there.
Oh!
Nothing I can do about that.
Yeah, that was just bad timing.
Unfortunately, much like every other Contra game, like, there comes a point where you know where the enemies are going to be, you kind of know how your weapons work, and you can just kind of deal with them. So, yeah. Shout your favorite Contra stage in chat, because we're going to be here for a while. Much like the first on the Skull stage.
Fire.
Yep.
No new donos, but at any time, anybody has the potential to change that. I'll just drop a donation link in the chat again. And a link to the incentives for people to influence future runs.
Nice.
So what Mach do you think that dude's running at to be keeping up with the train?
I don't know. The train's not going supersonic, but he's got to be running pretty fast carrying that giant missile over his head.
Machine gun.
So at this point, we have, I'm pretty sure that's the stage 6 boss from Contra 1, just wandering around in that giant suit of armor. He's just deciding he hates trains. And that's his method of attacking us, I guess.
At this point, I'm just gonna hang on to the laser till the mid-boss.
So yeah, now a couple of enemies flew off the left side of the screen, so they're gonna take a second. Now he's ready to actually come down.
Okay.
So he still has his little spike wheels that he likes to throw at everybody. And he's either gonna jump around or dash at us.
And that's one bit of overcharge.
So yeah, that was the laser. The laser's overcharge is actually, like, really useful. It makes everything move really slow.
Heat Seeker.
Which, you know, when you're fighting a boss, is extremely useful. So now we're just gonna go around and continue blowing up things that are outside the train. This completely normal train.
Crush.
So, this game actually does have a story mode and a plot. I'm actually trying to remember here what's really going on. I know we're on this island in the first place because there was some sort of like gravitational energy weird thing that the science people of the game decided we should go investigate, and so they send in the Contra Elite Force unit. And turns out this group, the Red Falcon, is made of aliens. That's pretty much the plot. Should sound pretty familiar. There are some other people along the way.
Seeker.
Like, they've got the other characters that are around helping in the story mode, but...
Missile? Not missile. Machine gun.
Machine gun. It's something. It's something we don't want. It's way too easy to be like have one player on one side of the screen, kind of like dealing with something, and then like the other player just does not notice that the weapon drop is coming, and then they lose their good weapon. So the two auto scroller stages are the ones the most where we're going to be calling out like, oh hey, it's here. Oh hey, it's here. There's a spreader. Double spread. Let's go. I will say there's some flashing coming up here. Sorry about that. I think that's the flashiest part of the game. I think it just really like whites out the whole screen for momentarily. Oh god.
Like,
Celebratory overcharge.
I'm gonna grab laser on the next stage.
We made it. As one does in an action movie, I guess. I like trains. That wasn't a train at all. It was just a giant bug.
That a train built around it.
So, the energy zone today will be played by an ancient temple. The biggest thing with this stage tends to be that the turrets in the wall fire really fast. So you kind of have to really be on top of things to not get hit. Make your dashes. need that. What even hit me? This stage easily is like the one that causes the most trouble. Fortunately, as you already saw a little bit, not too much trouble we can't just deal with by powering through. Right here, it is worth noting, like, I've found it's a lot easier to, rather than wait for the character to land, if you just grab the wall, it tends to be a lot faster.
Oh, and sometimes you can accidentally grab onto your partner's leg.
It happens an awful lot in this game. And when that happens, right, you've now stopped falling towards the ground, you've stopped being able to dash anywhere. You're just kind of stuck for a second while you figure out how to recover from it. So here's just a little bit of knowing when the ceiling's coming down, knowing how far you can make it in a cycle. It said I fell down too fast. I love it. Okay. Oh, I'll take it. You probably need it though, so here, let me... Right.
Okay, we're going with fire.
This flamethrower is notably one of the enemies that's not here in easy mode. Where am I even right now? This stage in the crystals, like, I get what they're going for. It's just a giant mess, though. Here. I'm gonna actually eschew my second homing laser to get the normal laser, which again here is going to just be useful for the overcharge effect to slow down time. This is kind of the Temple Guardian if you're going through on story mode. He's here to kind of make sure only the good guys can get through. Naturally, it does work out. So laser there just to again like do that little time stop thing. Cool. And get through things. I'm gonna just make sure I take that hit point of damage right there. Because as much as I said, like,
come back.
The weapon durability, make sure you don't have a weapon get powered down on you, but you still lose it on death. So you don't want to accidentally lose this thing. Yeah, those crystals are certainly a thing. I get what they're going for, but, like, they are just annoying more than anything. Forgot you even had the laser.
And I accidentally used spread instead of laser. Whoops.
Cool. So, into the alien hive. I'm not a Contra game if you don't have an alien hive. I think that's a rule anyway. So this is just a section where I kind of wish that the game scrolled down a little bit more, because it's way too easy to just get caught by enemies that are like just not on the screen yet. And you, I think Super C had it right where like they actually aimed properly down the hill, and in this game they just don't. So it's a little bit of good luck.
Good luck, have fun.
And some of these enemies too, like these things, just like send shots everywhere. And very common for them to just have an extra shot on the screen even as they're exploding, and you just can't go through them until like it's cleared out. I mean, you can, but you'll take damage. There you go. We finally had one of those exchanges go right.
Well then.
Everybody likes the dragon in Contra 3, right? So this dragon, besides just having a lot of just dashing attacks, has this acid splash, which we don't have the weapon for it. We want the gravity well from the Crush 2 there, because that will suck up the acid.
I'm just gonna eat this death right here.
All right. It's very often preferable to take a death in a spot where like you at least have control over it than accidentally lose a weapon that you really want to keep by taking a death when you're not expecting it.
Yo, that actually ended up working out real well.
The wall would not let me get down. Brody just kept grabbing the wall.
Yeah, the wall is just weird.
I mean, the wall mechanic, it is really easy to grab a wall, which is nice. Until you don't want to be grabbing the wall. 'Cause then it's impossible to get off the wall.
Hello there, beautiful.
He's so cute.
Don't you just want to pet him?
I do. Ow. He's even got two faces. I don't know. I want to take it home. Strizer, can we keep it?
And I think heat is near the end here, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. So, stage 8. Yes, there is a stage after the alien hive here. So there's an alien that's kind of trying to, you know, conquer the Earth, as they do. And that's why we've been fighting over this whole core that you haven't really seen in the background at all. Get my second. We have all 6 weapons there, so pick your pick. Oh my goodness. Let's go over here and hope for the best now. He likes to draw. There we go.
And he died.
We did it. So, I'm trying to remember exactly how the plot goes down from there. He does something that, like, summons the alien horde, and this is, like, the first drop ship or something, and I think we get, like, eaten by an alien.
Something to that nature.
So forget the alien hive. We're now in an alien.
Or did he eat us?
Oh, no. You might have crashed in an alien. It's not good. There's a lot of acid. There's these weird bone spike things trying to stab us. They're platforms, but if you touch them while they're moving, they deal damage.
Remember, there's a heat seeker coming up if you need it.
No, I'm good. Now I probably need it, but all sorts of everything here. Yeah, I saw that coming. So yeah, it's a little tricky to get through this sometimes without taking too much damage, but the stage overall is not that bad either. These like moving spikes tend to do the most damage than out of everything in this stage. And then you get to this like last section and it's like, how am I supposed to actually move through all this and actually make the jump up these diagonal areas? And sometimes it's a little bit of a mess. And if you can get through it quickly, you know, it's all good. Watch that machine gun, I guess. Sometimes it gets really scary when you see like the last bullet like kind of twirl around the well, the gravity well from that crush missile, because that's still an active bullet. It's really easy to get hit by that sometimes. It's probably it's the one bad thing about the crush missile. It either absorbs a shot or it just slingshots it to a random spot. I want to get the heat seeker out of this mess. Alien Heart reference. By the way, times when you hear the Contra fanfare at the end of this, Retro Soundtrack decided we got the real final boss music for some reason. So, first, really all the phases, we're looking to shoot the eyes. Cool. Now, the last phase, you're on the hands. These thumb joints are relatively safe. The palm tends to produce these giant snake things, which, by the way, if you kill them, they actually drop weapons most of the time. So this is also as good a time as any to use your weapons overcharge. All right, and it's over. We did it. We saved the world, right?
We did the game. We did the thing.
For 5 minutes. And time.
And so the day was saved, thanks to gratuitous gunplay.
It's true. Just don't watch the post-credit scene, because the world might not. You know, play the game. You can see it. It's okay.
Yeah, play the game.
It looks like a fun game.
So
It's
what was our
run.
final time?
We got a 33, I think, in there. The high 33. I want to say the easy time is a high 20. The normal record is us, and I think that's mostly because nobody plays on normal. We would get like a high 31, and I think the hard record's even lower than that. I'm looking at the wrong game. It's going to take me forever to look it up on speedrun.com. You know how it goes, right?
Just play the game.
Play the game. It's fun. We like Contra.
Just play the game. You'll enjoy it. So what we got coming up next?
Well, we have got Odalis, the Dark Call, which is being run by Verts505. 100% normal glitchless category. So that's going to be pretty interesting. Good opportunity as well while we're switching out between runners here for people who want to get donations in, get them queued up to be read in the next run. Go ahead, drop those donos. You guys did a great job, though. Thank you, both to Khanster786 and MrCab55. Fantastic run.
Thank you.
Thank you.
A quick runner.
Thank you
Anybody
for
wants to
having us.
check out their Twitches, check out their Twitches. And yeah, we have got, very shortly, we've got Verts505 coming up with Odalis, the Dark Call. Yeah, Level Up Leo says, underrated game. Nice. Looking forward to seeing this.
All right, let's go.
I look forward to seeing it as well.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank y'all.